Hey up everybody, my name is Joshua Marson, director of Johnny Moz's Lessons in Confidence, and today I'm proud to announce that we have completed day 3 of however many days it takes, and we're just going to keep on going and going and going. Got day 4 happening very soon, then day 5 is happening very soon, and then day 6 is happening next week, and then once day 6 has happened, I don't have anything planned at this exact moment for after that. However, I have a couple ideas on what I want to get done. So I get the sense that next week, bar that one day, there's not going to be too many days of filming. There might be one like on the Saturday or the Sunday, but it's not going to be like 4 days of filming like there is this week. I'd like to show you some footage, but it's processing the video, so it won't let me download it. It won't let me do anything with it. It just sits there. So I uploaded it for the sake of making this video. Normally I upload it on the computer and then I download it here, but it's just not letting me. So I'll tell you a bit about what we actually did. We did 1 p.m. through 2:30 p.m. so it was way shorter than I actually anticipated. I gave myself 1 through 4 p.m. to get this done. We were at this library, Hanwell Library, £15 an hour to use their side room, and they were wonderful hosts. Thank you so much to the Hanwell Library team and community library for letting us film there. It was an amazing little place, and I cannot think of anywhere better to have filmed this kind of thing, because it gives it such a look that fits what we were going for, and it's so perfect. I'm so happy that we actually filmed there. And yeah, it was only a one setup thing, and for this I knew I wanted to have multicam, so we had 3 cameras. We had the camera that you're watching this on, that was getting the shot of Dimitrios, who plays one of the Universal Credit agents. Then there was my Canon 6D, which was getting the shot of me, and then we had this little Fuji Digicam that I've talked about before, getting these sort of in-betweeny kind of shots. And I really like that kind of look. It just feels so amazing to have that kind of slow digital zoom and this kind of mix. Like, it's not like it's trying to convince you that this is the same quality as the other 2 shots. That it's very clearly not. But it's doing something a bit different, and I think it works with the form. And for this film, I think I've realised that I'd like to have like a bit of playing around with aspect ratio, so I've started messing around with that. I mean, the intro was already in 4:3, and then a lot of like the cross lancer scene was in 16:9. So now I've started going through and I'm making bits like in between 16:9 and 4:3. There might even be some bits that are like 1:1, and I'm thinking maybe even some bits are like vertical, but that's way down the line. I'll figure that kind of thing out. Yeah, the scene in particular I think looks a bit better with like black bars slightly on the side. It was quite. This is why I don't like doing multicam as much, as it's quite hard to get both shots without getting the other camera in the frame. So it kind of limits you in what you can do. So I was fine with taking that less control over the exact setups, but the payoff is that we get to have continuity rich editing between the various shots, so that we can get coverage of Dimitrios, UC agent, and myself, and you can blend these things in a really fun and interesting way. And can I show you it? No, I cannot. So hopefully by the end of this video it finishes processing. I kind of doubt it, to be honest. Really, I should stop showing you this stuff. It's a bit spoilerific, this, isn't it? I mean, and as they go on, it's going to get into more spoilery territory, so maybe I should stop showing you what's actually on these screens. Yeah, there's not actually too much to really update you on. The main lesson I want you to take away from this is that small crews are amazing, because it was 3 people, and I cannot have asked for 3 better people to have been part of this project. Yeah, like Dimitrios was amazing, and then Heather on the on this little digicam, just and we all got on so well, so it was really easy to kind of make everything kind of work and blend together. It was also quite good for the acting, this chemistry, because Dimitrios and Heather are both like a generation older than myself. We're a different generation, so compared to the other shoots that we've been doing, where I've been doing it pretty much exclusively with people of like my age bracket, being the youngest one there by like a generation really helped me get into my role of because Johnny Mozzo has to be quite mousy and quite insulated and quite not confident in this scene. So there's a lot of like this kind of thing, and like that, and like looking around while Dimitrios sort of talking, stuff like that. So yeah, it kind of helped me to get into that sort of flow state anyway, and yeah, it was great fun. I like these very short shoots. We left the house at about 12:30, and we were back at about I want to say about 3. So what's that? 2.5 hours door to door. Not counting, that's door to door. That's going to the location, setting up, doing the scene, packing down, paying the £22.50 that they charged me for this place, because we ended up only using it for an hour and a half. I'd originally thought about using it for 3 hours, and there was nothing else to film. So we got everything we needed to get. Can I show you what we filmed? No, I cannot. Yeah, so expect things to take longer than they might do. You know, be very conservative with the amount of time that everything takes, and emphasize a small crew, because you can get stuff done so much faster as a small crew compared to if you're a unit of 8, 9, 10, 11 plus people. It gets much harder the more people you stack on, it seems counterintuitive from the point of view of someone who's like putting together their film. They film, I need a gaffer to sort out this stuff, I need a lighting guy to sort out this stuff, I need a runner to do this, I need a sound guy to do the sound, I need a DOP to do the camera work, I need me to direct the actors, I need the actors. You know, you don't need all these roles to be filled, because if you work around these issues, then you can easily make it something that you can just do yourself quickly. Like, I'm my own lighting guy, there's one light that's over there, and you got natural light around here. I'm my own sound guy, there we are. You know, I know it's not like the best audio in the world or anything, like it's not you know, top tier podcast quality or anything, especially in the acoustics in this room. The acoustics in this room are not great, but I think, you know, and I'm my own DOP because that's just sitting there. I think you can do a lot of it yourself, and you should do as much of it as you can on your own, and then get people in when you absolutely need them. Because if you can work in a small crew, you can get so much more done compared to if you procrastinate in this idea that you need to have everything already sorted out, and then you go and you find everybody, and then you're overwhelmed by the amount of questions that get thrown your way. Because if you're directing a set of 15 people, expect to be asked 5 questions a minute, and you have to give an answer to all of them, and you need to come up with that answer now. You know, oh, what do you want me to do for this scene? There you are, you do that. What are we going to do about this? Okay, you're going to sort that out. Should I have this light over here? Yes. You know, all this kind of stuff. People get frustrated on large sets, and it's harder to actually focus on that frustration and actually, like, you know, massage out that frustration if you're trying to deal with so many other people, which can allow morale to lower, and it can allow frustrations with you and the other core team to fester, and then possibly even spread between you know, members of the crew. You know, not that people are unprofessional, but you can get the vibe off of someone else. If you can sense that someone else is like really like pissed off, that impacts your own morale, and then if that puts you down a little bit, someone can see that in you, and so on and so on. It's a chain reaction, and the last thing you want is a set where everyone is tired and groggy and doesn't really want to do the work, and they just want to all go home. You want to avoid that at all costs, and that's what I'm trying to do with this film. Trying to emphasize small days, but having a lot of them, and emphasizing small crews, but having a lot of people that I can pull from. You know, I'm working with different people every single day, and I think that's where the magic of this is actually coming in. I think it's so much more beneficial to. Yes, I can finally show it to you. Here we are. Here we are. So. This is what we did. Where is it? Now, I haven't like fully put anything together. I've kind of just taken one take. I've only really taken one take and just played with it. And I haven't even done a brilliant job of the edit or like I've done no sound mixing or anything. So I know it doesn't look like tip-top shape at the present, but I love having this kind of really low quality thing with the little zooms. And then you kind of combine with this slightly higher quality here. I really like this kind of shot. I love "we" in the background there from Halloween, so you can tell it's a Halloweeny thing. We did the first shot, and then Heather pointed out, you know, do you want to have the kitchen in the background? And I kind of thought, well, yeah, it's a government building, and you know, I've seen places where the kitchen is just kind of there in the background, and you just kind of avoid it. And you know, I went up to the kitchen. I just sort of like flipped the kettle on and made myself a cup of tea. And so I tried to make myself a cup of tea, but like someone came over, I was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm just making some tea myself." She went, "Yeah, this is for staff." So well, put it out the fucking way then, why don't you? You know. But yeah, we got this shot, and then we got. I personally, I don't know. Looking at the shot, maybe I've done something wrong with the color. Or something, or maybe because it's combining with the digicam footage. Look, you see here, you got Dimitrios, right? And then you go here. I don't know, Dimitrios looks like way too wide. Like somehow he's like expanded like that, like a hamster. So I think I might have to compress this down slightly and just squeeze it in just a tiny bit, not much, but just a little bit. I think because at the moment it feels a bit stilted. I like this shot a lot more, which is funny because this shot is actually done with the shitter camera. And again, here, right here, is the lav mic. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. Don't worry so much about the lav mics being in your shot, because if someone gets so frustrated with the lav mics that they turn your film off, they weren't enjoying your film. It's okay. It's okay to have lav mics in there. It's not, you know, you're building the immersion through the characters and the acting and the dialogue and, you know, the general set design and all that kind of stuff. But these little tiny issues now are becoming less and less important. Look at, you know, all the kind of skits that you see on YouTube where it'll be like, oh, what it's like at airport security, but it's just shot in someone's like hallway, you know. But you know it's meant to be an airport sort of area. You don't need to go and film this in an airport just to make the comedy land. So I think it's in that same way where the break in immersion, as long as it's, you know, consistent within itself, is fine. And I don't see a problem with having this, because I would so much rather have good quality audio than to try and hide these microphones and deal with like all of this. Personally, I don't think that that's gonna work. I don't think that's gonna be any good. And I don't think that I personally don't want to come back from a shoot and then listen to all the audio and find out, oh my God. There is one issue that did come out actually, is the Tascam that I've got. I really need to get a dongle for iPhones that connect the headphone jack to like the charging port, the lightning port to the headphone jack thing. Fuck Apple for getting rid of that bastarding fucking headphone jack, because it's made my life harder. Pulling this bastarding fucking Tascam around with me. This Tascam is a little, oh, it's so irritating. Because 3 of the 5 takes that we did for this, I only have my source of audio now. Because for some reason, it stops itself, like right at the beginning. So I've got these like 5-second clips of like Dimitrios putting it in his pocket, and then it must be like, you know, inside the pocket as you're putting it in, it pushes past, I don't know, something, and it pushes like the stop button and just stops it. Which I know there is a hold button on there. But I don't know if that's maybe it. Maybe. But I just think no. Because it wouldn't have happened on some but not others, right? It's not like I had the hold on those ones but not on the others. Because he just had the thing the entire time. It's not like he ever took it off. So it does frustrate me, that Tascam, and this is why I'm preferring doing stuff with the phones. The phones are actually one of the best audio sources I think I've ever had. I'm really, really happy with them. And yeah, so I'm gonna get the dongle for that and try and fix that up. Yeah, that's basically everything that I have to update you on. It's a shorter video, so it's gonna be because it's a shorter day, and yeah, that's everything. I'm really so excited for the rest of this week and the next set. By the end of I'd say like next Tuesday, I will have a video. Day 6 of filming is complete. So we're going to double what we got so far. And I'm so excited to do that. It's going to be so much fun. And this film is really coming together. Now the cut is 18 minutes long. So if you think about the average film, about 90 minutes, I'm about a fifth of the way there. So, you know, let's see what we got to do. Yeah. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Love you all.